Chaos is its own form of tariff.
WTF? Who's in charge?
So what happens when Pocahontas tries to talk trade policy and a raging Democrat congressman screams WTF in the middle of a hearing? You get pure, glorious, left-wing chaos because Trump just played the globalists, and they know it. Let's break it down.
Reaction to the tariffs being rolled back.
Understand, chaos is its own form of tariff. It costs everyone in the United States when the president does an on-again, off-again, on-again, off-again, on-again, off-again, which causes investors to back up and say, I'm not opening a factory here, because nobody knows what the rules will be. 2 years from now, they won't even know what the rules will be 2 days from now.
Announced it on a tweet. WTF? Who's in charge?
The President of the United States is in charge.
It looks like your boss just pulled the rug out from under you and paused the tariffs, the taxes on the American people. There's no strategy. You just found out 3 seconds ago, sitting here, we saw you.
We've been discussing a
If
variety
you
of
came here knowing that you were going to be turned off, that these tariffs were going to be turned off, why didn't you include that in your opening statement? Why didn't you reference that as part of your testimony?
Well, I don't disclose my conversations with the president, sir.
This is amateur hour, and it needs to stop. Is this market manipulation?
No.
Why not? If it was a plan, if it was always the plan, how is this not market manipulation?
It's not market manipulation, sir.
Well, then what is it? Because it sure is not a strategy.
We're trying to reset the global trade system.
Okay, let's unpack the bullshit. First up, Senator Pocahontas. She stood there trying to string together some deep economic theory, and what came out? Chaos is its own form of tariff. Seriously? That's not policy. That's a fridge magnet quote at a yoga retreat. Spoiler alert, she doesn't understand global trade. She doesn't understand leverage, and she sure as hell doesn't understand what winning looks like. Now, let's talk about Steven Horsford. And don't worry if you've never heard of him. Most people haven't. He's a backbench Democrat congressman from Nevada who apparently thought it was open mic night at the House Ways and Means Committee. This guy flew off the handle, screaming, WTF, who's in charge? Right in the middle of a hearing like some TikTok clout chaser. Here's the answer, Steven. The guy who's surrounding China with strategic leverage. The guy who's got 75 countries coming to the table, wanting to cut deals with us. The guy who paused tariffs to create space and then slapped China with a 125% hike. That guy. That's who's in charge. President Donald J. Trump. And then Horsford asks, is this market manipulation? No, genius. It's called negotiating. It's called leverage. It's called the art of the deal. You ever heard of it, champ? Maybe read a book before you start screaming on live TV. This isn't amateur hour like Horsford screeched. This is classic Trump. He plays hardball. He applies pressure. He makes the world blink and gives American businesses a real shot to breathe. That's called leadership. That's called a plan. And this meltdown from the left, that's not a debate. That's not oversight. That's just pure, unfiltered desperation. So there you have it. Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren muttering nonsense about tariff chaos, and Horsford screaming like a man whose Wi-Fi just cut out during fantasy football draft night. All because Trump made a power play, and the left got caught flat-footed. They weren't ready for a president who actually negotiates. They weren't ready for real leverage. And they sure as hell weren't ready for a trade rep who doesn't spill classified strategy just to appease their temper tantrums. If you're done with leftist meltdowns masquerading as policy, if you're sick of politicians who panic every time Trump plays 4D chess, then help me keep bringing you gems like this. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who still thinks Elizabeth Warren has a clue. And for more firepower just like this, head over to steadfastandloyal.com. We call the BS. We name the names. We break the spin every single day. As always, stay informed, stay free, and stay steadfast and loyal. I'm Jimmy Parker. Thanks for joining us.